Today, our topic of discussion is human eye. So, let's start discussing about that. First, we'll try to draw the human eye. Here, I'm drawing the outer portion of the human eye, that is cornea. First, I'm drawing the layout of the human eye. See here, this is the outer layer of the human eye. First, you will see when I'm drawing this outer portion. This outer portion layer is known as cornea. Okay. Now this outer portion is cornea. Now here I'm drawing another level. When I'm drawing the another level, now this portion here I will draw first iris. Iris. When I'm drawing this iris, you can see that in between two iris there is a normal gap. In between two iris there is a gap. That gap is known to be pupil. So first let me draw here one layer. First I'm drawing here one layer. Another layer I'm drawing. Two layers I've drawn over here. Now here you will get a muscular portion, that is ciliary muscle, and here two iris they're connected by, here one crystal lens is there, crystalline lens is there. So first here, this is outer portion cornea. This portion is known to be iris. Now when I'm drawing iris, here one portion we have to draw. This portion is named as ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle. So outer portion cornea, and these two are iris, and in between them pupil is there. This gap is known to be pupil. This gap is known to be pupil. And between ciliary muscle and here it will be a suspensory ligament. Between ciliary muscle and suspensory ligament, I'm drawing this lens properly. There will be a crystalline converging lens between ciliary muscle and suspensory ligament. Here a suspensory ligament is there. Suspensory ligaments. There crystalline lens is there. Crystalline lens is present. Now here this outer portion is known to be sclerotic. This outer portion is known to be sclerotic. Now here here you can see a portion that is known to be choroid. Here one portion you can see that will be known as choroid. This portion that here, this blackish portion that I have drawn, it will be choroid. And over the choroid, here one's fibrous jelly-like portion. Over the choroid, here it will be formed as retina. This will be retina. And here over the retina there is a spot, there will be yellow spot, and here the nervous system is present, that will be known as optic nerve or optical nerve. Now what about this all the things? Suppose outer portion, this outer portion, cornea. Cornea is doing what? Cornea is a transparent membrane. Cornea is kind of transparent membrane below this. Now what is that work of that cornea? Through the cornea light will enter. When light ray will come, light ray will enter through the cornea. Okay, that's how light ray will enter to the cornea. And sclerotic, this outer portion, you can see the sclerotic. That sclerotic is that white covering, the tough and white covering, sclerotic. Now sclerotic will do what? Sclerotic will protect eyeball. The eyeball will be protected by sclerotic. So outer portion cornea, the white and tough covering, that opaque covering is sclerotic, that will protect eyeball. And here this black membrane, little bit black membrane below the carotid, sclerotic, below the sclerotic there is a black membrane. This black membrane, it will absorb stray light and avoids any kind of blurring of image. That black membrane is known as choroid. That black membrane is known as choroid. Choroid will absorb what? Choroid absorbs stray light. Choroid absorbs stray light and any kind of blurring of image due to multiple reflection. And here, these two things, you will say these two things will be what? Iris. This opaque circular diaphragm that has small central hole. That small central hole is called pupil, and these two are iris. Now iris has the muscular action. It will control the size of pupil. When the light will be brighter, then the pupil size, means that pupil size, this gap size will be smaller. And when the light is dimmer, the size of the pupil will be larger. And this lens, this is crystalline lens. Now what is this lens? This is actually converging lens. The rays of light are coming through this lens and it will be converge. Converge means we have already seen in a convex lens, when rays of light are coming, that time rays of light will meet at a point, converging property. Similarly, when outer portion light will come and passing through the lens, the eye lens will be acting as converging lens. It's nothing but fibrous jelly-like material, and this lens is held by suspensory ligaments. Here it will be suspensory ligaments. It is held by suspensory ligaments and it is connected to sclerotic by ciliary muscle. Here it will be ciliary muscle. It is connected to sclerotic by ciliary muscle and it is held by suspensory ligaments. If you want to change its focal length, if you can contract or you can compress it, if you can change the focal length, you can change its accommodation. That's it. And you will see the most important thing. Below the choroid, there is the most important thing, that is what? Retina. Remember, below the choroid, retina is present. It is a delicate membrane of nerve fibers on inner side of the black wall of the eye. Retina contains rod cells and cone cells. So retina contains two cells. One is rod, one is cone. Now these rods are sensitive to the intensity of light, while cone cells are sensitive to the colors. And there is the spot, that is blind spot, where the optical nerves enters to the eyeball. Here there will be a spot, that is blind spot, where the optical nerves enters to the eyeball. That region is totally insensitive to light and it is called as blind spot. Blind spot, by the name you can understand the thing. And there is a salty fluid whose refractive index, here this portion there will be a salty fluid whose refractive index nearly 1.337, that is known as aqueous humor. And here the between cornea and lens, eye lens, there is a salty fluid that is known as vitreous humor. That's all.